What if everything you ever needed was right under your feet? For 40 years, an old beggar lived under the same tree. Every morning, with shaking hands and tired eyes, he would shuffle toward a nearby village, hoping for a crust of bread, a kind word, or even just a glance from someone who cared. Nobody asked his name. Nobody asked his story. He was simply the old man by the tree. He had a rhythm to his life. Mornings, he'd walk the village. Afternoons, he'd return to his spot beneath the old tree. He would hum softly to himself, stroking the dusty cloth pouch he carried, though it had long been empty. Some villagers thought he was mad. Others pitied him. Children were told not to go near him, but he harmed no one. He smiled at the sky. He whispered to the leaves, and he begged every day. One winter morning, the village woke to find him motionless under the tree, arms folded, eyes closed, like someone who had finally laid down a burden too heavy to carry. They buried his ashes where he had lived his life, under the same tree, as a mark of quiet respect. As they dug the ground, something hard stopped the spade with a loud clink. It was a chest, old, rusted, heavy. When they pried it open, their eyes widened. Gold, diamonds, jewels that sparkled like fallen stars. A treasure so vast it could have bought the entire village 5 times over. And it had been lying just 6 inches beneath the beggar's sleeping mat for decades. The man had died in poverty, sitting above unmeasured wealth. Word spread fast. Some wept. Some were angry. How could he not know? Why didn't he dig? What if he had just looked? But the wiser ones stayed silent, because they knew this wasn't just a story about a beggar. It was about us. We, too, wake up every day searching. We beg the world for recognition, love, peace, validation. We chase likes, praise, followers, money, admiration. We compare, we compete, we scroll endlessly, looking for something to tell us we are enough. But maybe, just maybe, everything we're searching for is already within us. Just like the beggar who never looked beneath his own feet. Imagine if he had paused, not begged, not wandered, just paused and dug. Would he have realized how wealthy he truly was? Now think, what if you paused? What if, instead of begging the world to define your worth, you sat still and listened to your own soul? Would you find that treasure too? In today's world, we are taught to chase. Chase goals, chase people, chase perfection. We believe peace and joy lie in the next promotion, the next relationship, the next thing. But what if the true treasure, joy, peace, self-worth, was buried within you all along? Maybe it's not out there. Maybe it never was. There's a wordless voice inside you. It speaks when you sit still. It whispers when you're quiet. And when you listen, it tells you this: you are enough. You always were. You always will be. The world may never say it, but your soul already knows. So here's the question. Are you the beggar under the tree? Are you spending your days looking outside, when the real treasure is buried just beneath your own spirit? The next time you feel lost, the next time you feel like you're not enough, pause, breathe, dig deep within. You might just discover the richest treasure of all, the unshakable joy of knowing your worth. Sometimes, what we're desperately looking for is already inside us. All we need to do is stop begging the world and start listening to our own hearts.